Now for the starters, number 4, senior, Evan Green. Number 10, Tommy. Number 0, senior, Corey Lewis. Number 20, senior, Andy Dillon. Number 25, senior, Kenny Boyer. Congratulations to Caleb Johnson with their success in cheerleading. Please thank you for playing our national anthem.
Hello everybody, I'm Joey Trombley along with Sam Castine here, and we're here to call the game tonight. It's January 7th, Wednesday, 2007. We're in beautiful downtown Chazy between the big game between the Elizabethtown Lions and the Chazy Eagles. Chazy went down to Elizabethtown earlier in the year and they lost a tough game. They ended up losing by 12 points, but it was a good game, and E-Town won down there. This game would have had more meaning tonight if Chazy did not lose earlier last week to Westport. With that loss, Elizabethtown wins their division. They're currently undefeated. They have one loss overall. They have a 14-1 record. Chazy comes into this game with 3 losses overall, 2 in league, 1 in a non-league game. So right now it's E-Town coming in undefeated, Chazy with 2 losses in the league. Trombley just misses a 3-pointer and rebound from E-Town. This game has no bearings on the standings, but it is a big game because if Chazy can win this game, it puts pressure on E-Town knowing that Chazy's capable of beating them. If E-Town wins this game, they stay undefeated, and they go into the playoffs figuring they can beat Chazy anytime they go on the court. So tonight is a big game. There's a huge crowd tonight. If you look across the way, there's a lot of people there. And Trombley just nails a 3-pointer for Chazy. Big crowd on this side for E-Town. And 7:23 into it, Galen Trombley nails a 3-pointer. It's 3-0 Chazy against E-Town at this point. Ratliff has the ball. He goes to the right side over to Huddig. Huddig back to Ratliff. He goes down low. Inside to 11, Mowry. Mowry makes a spin. Rebound, Goodwin. Goodwin gets it over to Lewis. It's Chazy's senior night here in Chazy. 4 seniors on the team for Chazy, all starters. Goodwin, Blair, Evan Green, and Corey Lewis. Ball goes inside to Kenny Blair. He's being guarded closely, looking for help. He has Evan Green. Evan Green goes back to Trombley. Trombley inside to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair drives, takes a shot, misses, rebound, and a foul called on Kenny Blair. And the first foul. We're 6:44 here in the first quarter. Chazy with a 3-0 lead, and E-Town taking the ball out underneath, with Huddig taking the ball out, giving it over to Ratliff. Ratliff will slowly bring it up the court. E-Town sets up. They got Hume on the right side. Left side is Huddig. Huddig goes back to Ratliff. He gets it over to Hume. Hume has a nice shot. He takes it, misses it. Rebound 11 by Mowry. Pushes it back to Ratliff, out to Hume. Hume goes way to the right side over to 10. Number 10 is Huddig. He misses it. Rebound Lewis. Chazy's in their 2-3 zone, which they've been doing all year long. Inside to Goodwin. Goodwin misses it. Beautiful pass from Corey Lewis, and here comes E-Town. They're running the court hard. Takes it inside. Nice play by Huddig, and it's 3-2 Chazy. Lewis with the ball. They're looking to double team him. Out to Trombley. Knocked away by Hume. Hume steals the ball under pressure, and E-Town has a 4-3 lead over to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair out to Andy Goodwin. Over to Trombley. Trombley with the ball. Holds up, trying to find somebody. He gets it out to Andy Goodwin. Goodwin goes into the paint hard. Goodwin makes the bucket, and Chazy has a 5-4 lead. We're 5 minutes and 39 seconds into it. Chazy sets up into their 2-3 zone, and here comes Ratliff. Ratliff gives it over to Hume. He goes right side over to Mowry. It was Huddig back to Hume, and now it's Ratliff with the ball. Coming across, 11 is Mowry. Mowry backs it back to Hume. Hume has the shot. In and out. Rebound Goodwin. Over to Lewis. Lewis will take it up. He's being guarded by Mowry. Lewis trying to get by Mowry. Mowry guarding him close. Lewis with the ball. Making the move. Trombley comes out to the top of the key. Trombley has the ball. Trombley goes over to Kenny Blair. Blair at the baseline. Goes all the way across and too far over Andy Goodwin's hands. Out of bounds. Turnover Chazy. The ball will go to E-Town. Chazy with a 5-4 lead. And Lewis tying his shoes. All right, game's back on. Hume getting the ball out to Huddig. Huddig come down. He's got Ratliff on the right side. He's got Mowry on the left side. He goes right side over to Ratliff. Ratliff being guarded by Trombley. There's a very active 2-3 zone from Chazy. Trombley putting some good pressure on number 10 Huddig, and the ball gets over to number 11 Mowry. They're moving the ball well. Here goes Ratliff, goes into the paint, back to Hume. Hume makes the fake, takes the shot, and fouled by Kenny Blair. That's 2 fouls on Kenny Blair. 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes. That is not a good sign for Chazy. Kenny's a big man underneath, senior leadership. They cannot afford to lose him early in this game, but he has 2 fouls. Hume going to the line for 2. And Hume makes the front end of his 2-shot foul. It's 5-5. We're 4 minutes and 37 seconds here in the first quarter. It's been end-to-end action so far in the early going. And Hume makes the second one. It's 6-5. Ball goes into Goodwin. Goodwin dribbling the ball. Trying to get it over to Trombley, but it's knocked out by Huddig. And Coach Guerin wants to call a 30-second timeout. We're 4 minutes and 31 seconds, and white timeout with a 6-5 E-Town lead. We'll be back in just a moment. And it's Goodwin with the ball. Goodwin gets it out to Evan Green. Evan Green gets it over to Trombley. Trombley at the top of the key looking around. He has Evan Green. Green pushes it out to Lewis. Lewis being guarded by Ratliff. Lewis trying to make the move. Picked by Kenny Blair. Back to Trombley. Trombley tries to go inside to Kenny Blair and throws it away. Turnover by Trombley. E-Town ball. And here comes Huddig. Huddig with the ball, slowing things up. He goes over to Hume at the top of the key. Hume goes to the right side over to Mowry, trying to go baseline, passes it back over to Huddig. Huddig over to Hume. Hume will drive into the paint inside. Nice pass. Hume, a beautiful pass over to Mowry. Lewis with the ball. E-Town with a 3-point lead. Ball goes out to Kenny Blair. Kenny crosses the center court line, gets it over to Evan Green. Green gets it over to Mowry. Over to Trombley. Trombley over to Evan Green. Green takes the shot. Misses it. Kenny Blair going for the rebound. And yeah, Mowry over the top. And foul on E-Town. Andy Goodwin to take the ball out. Trombley gets the ball. He sets up. And Trombley in and out. Rebound Goodwin. He goes in the paint hard. Goodwin misses it. Rebound Hume. He's tied up by Corey Ellis. Oh, we thought it should be a jump ball. And Steve Chris calls foul on Corey Lewis. Wow. Boy, I don't know, Sam, what'd you think about that one?
I didn't see it. I was paying attention to something else.
And they called a technical foul, I think, on Corey Lewis. And Huddig misses the first one. Makes the second. It's 9-5 Elizabethtown, and they will get the ball on the technical. Huddig taking the ball out for E-Town. And it goes over to Ratliff. Ratliff with the ball. Pushes it out over to Huddig. He'll take the three-pointer. And rebound Hume. Misses. Hume fighting for the rebound. Gets it again. And Garrett Hume has the hot hand here in the first quarter for Elizabethtown. Elizabethtown with an 11-5 lead. Chazy down by 6. Evan Green pulls up, takes a shot, misses it, rebound, and Chazy's getting killed on the boards as Maury grabs a defensive rebound inside the paint over to number 31, and that goes into McKinley. And McKinley makes it, and it's 13-5 E-Town. And Coach Guerin calls a timeout. E-Town has an 8-point lead with 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And here we go. Ball goes over to Trombley. Trombley gives it back to Goodwin. Goodwin taking up court, back to Trombley. Trombley tried to hit Andy Goodwin, and it goes too high, and turnover Trombley, and it goes over to E-Town. 2 minutes and 35 seconds here in the first quarter. E-Town with an 8-point lead. They were down 5-4, but they ran off the last 9 points and looking to extend that streak right now with Ratliff with the ball. Being guarded closely by Evan Green, but they're moving the ball well. Hume, who had the hot hand, pushes it down over to Maury. Rebound Lewis. Lewis coming down. And a block called on Huddig. Goodwin taking the ball out. Inside to Kenny Boyer, back out to Goodwin. Goodwin goes inside the paint. Out to Lewis. Lewis being guarded closely by Ratliff. Lewis takes a shot, misses it. Kenny Boyer goes up hard. Boyer's in the paint. Boyer inside and out, and rebound Hume. Balls are not dropping for Chazy here in the first quarter, and E-Town's doing a good job on the boards. Hume in particular playing very well for E-Town here in the first quarter. And they push out to Ratliff on the baseline. He drives. Shot goes up. Kenny Boyer grabs the rebound and gets it over to Lewis. Lewis gets by Ratliff. Lewis with the ball. A lot of speed with Lewis. Inside to Andy Goodwin. Goodwin up. He misses. Rebound Ratliff. And a foul called on Corey Lewis. That's either 2 or 3 on Lewis here. And we're in the first quarter. Kyle Reynolds into the game. Lewis is down. And here comes Hume for E-Town. Hume goes over left side to Ratliff. Ratliff looking to drive. Gets it out to Maury. Back out to Hume. And Hume nails a three-pointer. And this game is getting ugly for Chazy here in the first quarter. They're down 16-5. Ball gets over to Trombley, inside to Kyle Reynolds. He tries to get it over to Evan Green. Kyle Reynolds should have gone up for the basket. He's in the paint. He should take it up strong, but he tried to get it over to Evan Green. It's kicked out from E-Town. The ball will go back to Chazy with Evan Green taking the ball out. Green has Trombley. Trombley gets it over to Reynolds. Reynolds lets the shot go, misses it, and the rebound is Hume. Nice play by Hume, saves the ball, gets it up all the way down into Huddig. Huddig's going in the paint, and E-Town is making everything they're throwing up there. It's 18-5. Elizabethtown. I don't think Chazy expected this here in the first quarter. Trombley gets the ball, trying to get over to Kenny Blair, and Trombley diving, but it's Ratliff comes up. Ratliff takes it in, a block on Evan Green, and Elizabethtown is making a statement here in the first quarter as they are running away with this game with a 20-5 lead and going to the line for one. 37.5 seconds. Chazy doesn't know what has hit them here in the first quarter. E-Town undefeated in league play, and they're showing you why tonight. And Joey Bradley's coming into the game, and Kyle Reynolds is out of the game. And Ratliff makes the free throw, and it's 21-5. 17 straight points. Bradley goes in strong, and he's fouled. But that's 17 unanswered points for Elizabethtown here in the first quarter. At one point, Chazy had a 5-4 lead, but that lead has been long gone. It's 21-5 E-Town with 30.2 seconds to go, and Joey Bradley to the line for Chazy. He misses the first end of his two free throws. He makes the second, and Chazy ends their scoring drought on that free throw from Joey Bradley. It's 21-6. E-Town will probably play for the last shot. They got a 16-point lead or 15-point lead. And it is Huddig over to 31. And McKinley shows one up, and he makes it. Chazy's got 15 seconds over to Trombley. Trombley out to Evan Green. Inside to Bradley. Bradley out to Green. Tried to hit Galen Trombley. And probably a good foul on Trombley, because it was a breakaway for Huddig. But Chazy's already in a 1-on-1 situation, and we're in the first quarter. Chazy's defense has begun up roughly about 40 points a game, and in the first quarter alone here, they have already given up 23, probably up to 25 if he makes both free throws. He makes the first one, and Huddig makes the first one. It's 24-6, Elizabethtown. He makes both. 25 points in one quarter. We have not seen that all year against Chazy with this Chazy defense. But this first quarter couldn't come to an end soon enough for Chazy. The first quarter ends 25-6, Elizabethtown. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, we're back to start the second quarter. It's E-Town's ball. It is a game of streaks, and Chazy's got to hang their hat that hopefully they can get a streak going too. There's 3 quarters to go. But the first quarter was a definite domination from E-Town, 25-6. And right now they're moving the ball well, as same as thing they did in the first quarter. Oh, inside, and it's picked up by E-Town. And rebound, Lewis. Lewis grabs the rebound. And Chazy come down hoping to get a little streak of their own here. Lewis goes over to Trombley, inside to Kenny Blair. He spins baseline, and Kenny Blair on the baseline scores the first 2 points for Chazy here in the second quarter. And it is Ratliff coming up. Chazy trailing 25-8. Ratliff with the ball. Chazy fans are getting into the game right now, calling for defense. Hume pushes it all the way over to number 10, Huddig. Huddig goes baseline. Huddig misses, and rebound Bradley. Over to Lewis. Lewis coming down, he slows things up. He's got Trombley on the left side, Goodwin on the right side. He's looking to penetrate. He penetrates, and Corey Lewis makes the drive to the basket. And he's fouled by number 31, McKinley. And it's 25-10. Corey Lewis cut the lead to 14. We talked about streaks. E-Town, everything they threw up in the first quarter dropped in. They had a big streak of 17 straight points. Chazy's come back, and they've scored the next 4. Lewis misses, and rebound by McKinley. He pushes it up to the right side over to Huddig. Huddig goes back over to Ratliff. Ratliff looks left side. He's got Hume. Hume looking inside. He goes all the way back over to 11, Mowry. Mowry with the ball. Goes inside to Hume, inside to McKinley. Nice ball movement. McKinley grabs the rebound. And McKinley grabs it and puts it up. It's 27-10 E-Town. 5:33. Trombley tried to go inside to Bradley, but it's knocked away. And here comes Huddig. Huddig with the ball. Being guarded by Trombley. Pushes it all the way over to Hume. Hume's up, misses, rebound, Goodwin over to Lewis. Lewis coming up, crosses center court. Lewis with some moves, pushes it out to Goodwin. Goodwin takes the shot, doesn't get the roll, rebound by 11, Mowry. Mowry grabs it, comes all the way down over to Hume. Hume holds up, pushes it back out. Huddig, good fake on Lewis, in the paint, shoots, misses, Bradley over to Trombley. Trombley stops his dribble, gives it up to Lewis. Lewis slows things down. Goes all the way outside to Goodwin. Goodwin inside to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair looking to penetrate. Blair takes the shot. Misses, and rebound by McKinley. McKinley grabs the ball, gives it over to Huddig. Huddig bounces it over to Ratliff. Ratliff going in the paint. Ratliff lets the shot go up. Rebound Bradley over to Lewis. Lewis will take the ball up. There's 5 minutes and 20 seconds here in the second quarter. Ball goes over to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair has to be careful. Okay, he gets it over to Lewis. Had to be careful for that over and back. Lewis with the ball. Has Trombley on the left side. Lewis ties it for 3. He misses, and Hume has position. Pushes it up for Ratliff. Ratliff coming up, trying to take the play in. Push it to McKinley. Has it knocked away by Bradley. Joey Bradley looking to go end to end. Joey Bradley goes up, and Joey Bradley end to end. It's 27-12. The crowd in Chazy gets into it, and Elizabethtown calls a timeout. Chazy has cut a 19-point lead down to 15. Back from the timeout, Hume with the ball. He goes inside to McKinley, back out over to Mowry. Mowry looks baseline, but he goes back to Hume. Hume now goes baseline over to Ratliff. Ratliff has a lot of speed, lets the shot go. And Ratliff, tough shot, he makes it. It's 29-12 Elizabethtown. Lewis with the ball, pushes it over to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair looking to go inside the paint, back to Trombley, over to Goodwin. Goodwin makes the move, takes the shot, off the rim, and Hume gets the rebound and gets the ball out quickly over to Huddig. Huddig rushing the court, gets it over to Mowry, or Ratliff I should say. Rebound McKinley. McKinley over to 11, Mowry. Mowry goes right side over to Huddig, back over to Mowry. Mowry cutting inside, goes baseline, pushes it out to Ratliff. Ratliff will take the three-pointer, and it goes into Andy Goodwin's hands, over to Lewis. Lewis with the ball, needs some help. He's coming out. Lewis. And Lewis ends up with the ball. Some good hustle. And 10 seconds called. And the ball will go over to E-Town. Huddig will take the ball out over to Ratliff. He goes down baseline over to Mowry, who drives. Lewis gets the ball. Lewis with the ball, coming across center court. Has Trombley on the left side, inside to Goodwin. Goodwin inside to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair goes up, in and out. Kenny Blair misses a shot inside, rebound by Hume. Goes outside over to Huddig. Huddig bounces it down to McKinley. Travel on McKinley, and the ball will go back to Chazy. Goodwin gets it over to Lewis. And Plank is in the game for E-Town. Trombley out to Goodwin. Over to Trombley. Inside to Joey Bradley. And Bradley misses the inside shot. Chazy has missed a ton of inside shots. It's the same thing that happened down in E-Town. They were not making the inside shots, had good opportunities. They got to turn it around if they're going to have any chance in this game. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the second quarter. They're down 29-12. Inside to Goodwin. Goodwin looking to penetrate on Hume. Pushes out to Kenny Blair. Blair takes the baseline shot. He misses, and Plank comes up with it for Elizabethtown. Plank slows it up and gives it back to Huddig. Huddig with the ball, gets it over to 23, Hume. Hume back to Huddig, over to Mowry. Mowry back to Huddig. Huddig inside to McKinley. Kinley pushes it out, and rebound, Bradley gets it over to Lewis. Joey Bradley doing a good job with the rebounding here in the second quarter. They needed that because they got totally out-rebounded in the first half. Trombley with the ball, pushes it out over to Goodwin. Goodwin takes the shot, hits the rim, and rebound by Huddig. Huddig pushes it out to Hume. Hume with the ball, pushes it out, and Trombley knocks it away. A minute 48 here to go in the second quarter. It's 29-12 Elizabethtown. Elizabethtown scored 25 points in the first quarter. They've only scored 4 in the second. Chazy's defense has stiffened up, but offensively they are not hitting anything here. And it is E-Town with the ball. Mowry gets it over to Hume. Hume is watching the shot clock, and they push it out inside to McKinley. And McKinley, I should say, makes it. It's 31-12 Elizabethtown. 1:30 to go here in the first half. Lewis with the ball. Lewis looking to make something happen. Pushed it over to Goodwin. Goodwin into Bradley. Bradley off the backboard, and Bradley bangs it in. Joey Bradley, it's 31-14. A minute 11 to go here in the second quarter. Elizabethtown with a 17-point lead. Hume with the ball, goes right side. Ball goes back to Hume. He goes inside to McKinley, and Lewis takes the ball. Tried to hit Kenny Blair, and it goes back out to Lewis. Good hustle from Kenny Blair. Lewis trying to take the three-pointer, and McKinley grabs the rebound. He's a force to be reckoned with. Pushes it back out, and it goes over to Mowry. Mowry in and out, rebound by Goodwin. Lewis with the ball. Pushes it out to Goodwin. Goodwin out to Trombley. He's got the look. Trombley in and out. Trombley in and out. Rebound. Goodwin trying to get rid of it. He does. E-Town coming down. And Plank hits the shot. And it's 33-14. Elizabethtown, Chazy trying to get the last shot. Lewis being double teamed. Lewis being double teamed. Comes up, takes a three-pointer. Rebound Bradley. Kenny Blair, yes. No! Kenny, Steve Chris says no! Oh my God! That looked like it was in. Kenny Blair says no. Wow! You're hearing it from the Chazy faithful. That looked good to everybody here except the guy that matters, Steve Chris. He says no basket, and the first half ends 33-14 Elizabethtown. And we'll be back to start the second half. All right, we're back from halftime here. The first half was definitely dominated by Elizabethtown. They're ahead 33-14 here in the end of two quarters. I don't think anybody in Chazy expected this tonight, but E-Town has proven why they're number one in the league tonight. They're playing very, very well. We're starting the second half. Lewis with the ball, and he's looking for Goodwin, or not Goodwin, but Evan Green. Now it's over to Goodwin. Goodwin tried to push it to Evan Green. It's over and back for Chazy, and Chazy turns it over. That's not what you want to do when you're down by 19 to start the second half. But a turnover, Chazy, and the ball goes to Huddig. Huddig gets it over to Ratliff. Ratliff picks up by McKinley. Hume with the ball goes all the way out to number 10. And rebound by our number 10, Corey Lewis, inside to Evan Green. And nice pass from Lewis to Green. Green ran the floor hard off that rebound by Corey Lewis. and they scores 33-16 E-Town. It is Huddig with the ball. He goes right side over to Ratliff, back to Huddig. Huddig over to Hume. Hume goes underneath to Mowry. Mowry making the move, trying to go baseline, pushes it back out. Ratliff pushes it out to Huddig, who goes right side to Hume. Hume goes into McKinley, and E-Town's moving the ball very, very well right now. Inside, knocked away, Joey Bradley pushes it out to Corey Lewis. And Lewis makes the spin move, misses it. Evan Green grabs the rebound, and he pushes it all the way to Ratliff, and Ratliff goes all the way. Fouled by Andy Goodwin. It'll be a three-point play, but another sloppy pass from Chazy for another turnover. And with that three-point play, Elizabethtown has a chance to get their biggest lead of the night, 36-16. Right now they're at 35-16. Ratliff will go to the line to make the old-fashioned three-point play. He misses, and rebound McKinley, and a strong rebound by McKinley. He's been an animal on the boards for Elizabethtown. It's 37-16 inside to Bradley. He tries to go up, and it's taken away by Huddig. Huddig coming up, pushes it over to Ratliff. Elizabethtown has a lot of speed. Bradley with the ball, gets it over to Lewis. Lewis with the ball. Over to Andy Goodwin inside to Joey Bradley. Bradley goes in hard, and he makes the bucket. And it's 18 points for Chazy, 37 for Elizabethtown. We're approaching the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. Ratliff goes left side over to Huddig. Inside to Mowry. Mowry pushes it to Huddig, back to Ratliff. Ratliff being guarded closely. And they're moving the ball well. Lewis knocks away, but it goes into Hume. Pushes it all the way over to Ratliff. Ratliff is baseline. Out to 11, Mowry. Mowry out to Huddig. Huddig lets the shot go, misses it. Over to Hume, new 35-second shot clock. And E-Town will slow it up a little bit here. Ratliff goes all the way over to Huddig, over to Hume. Hume will take the three-pointer. He misses, and E-Town again comes up with the rebound. E-Town is controlling the boards, getting the shot clock down. If they miss it, they grab the rebound and get a new shot clock. They're having a very good run right now. In the paint right now is Huddig. He misses. Rebound Goodwin over to Lewis. Lewis coming down. In the paint. Lewis trying to make a play. Loses control, and it's Ratliff coming down. Overside to Huddig, back out to Hume. Hume in and out. Rebound Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair with the ball. Pushes it up over to Andy Goodwin. Goodwin goes up, he misses it, and the ball's out. No foul called on either side. And Goodwin will take the ball out for Chazy. Inside over to Bradley, out to Goodwin. Goodwin has the open look. Goodwin and makes the bucket, 37-20. Elizabethtown with the ball. And you have Huddig and Ratliff talking things over. Chazy in their 2-3 zone. They need to stiffen up here every time down if they want to get back in this game. All the way out over to Huddig. Huddig goes into McKinley. Back out to Ratliff. He'll take the shot. He misses. Rebound Lewis. Lewis with the ball. And a blocking foul called on number 11, Mowry. Goodwin gets it out over to Lewis. Lewis goes off the pick, plays off the pick, inside to Kenny Blair. Foul on Ratliff. Ball underneath for Chazy. Plank comes in for Ratliff. Goodwin will take the ball out. Ball will go to the side. Goodwin will try it again. Gets it over to Evan Green. Green over to Joey Bradley. Off Joey Bradley's hands. Out of bounds. And turnover Chazy. Ball goes back to Elizabethtown. Garrett Hume will take the ball up. Now that Ratliff is sitting down, it's Hume with the ball. He goes over to the right side, over to Mowry. Mowry pushes it out to Plank. Plank tries to get it out too. Good hustle by Evan Green. Evan Green going up, and he's knocked down hard. But he'll go to the line for 2. And the foul is called on Joe Huddig, and Evan Green to the line for 2. I think Chazy needs, their goal should be to get the lead to under 10 points going into the 4th quarter. And Green makes the first one. He cuts the lead to 16 points. And timeout called, 30-second timeout called by Elizabethtown. We'll be back in just a moment. Green makes the second free throw. He's cut the lead down to 15. Elizabethtown had it as high as 20 earlier in the quarter. There's 3:45 here in the 3rd quarter. Plank has the ball over to Huddig. Way to the right side of Hume. He goes cross court over to Mowry. Mowry looking to drive, and it's off of Kenny Boyer back to Elizabethtown. And Mowry with the ball, looking to make a move. Pushes it out, open look for Huddig, and Huddig hits nothing but 3, and it's 40-22 Elizabethtown. Plank is out, and Ratliff is back into the game. And Lewis with the ball. Lewis goes over to Evan Green. Evan Green inside to Joey Bradley. Bradley goes in hard. Joey Bradley having a good game for Chazy tonight. It's 40-24. We're approaching the 3-minute mark with Ratliff with the ball. Goes left side over to Huddig. Huddig bounced it to the baseline to Mowry. Mowry looking to penetrate. Knocked away. And Bradley gets it over to Lewis. Lewis looking to drive. He drives, misses it. Kenny Boyer's up. Kenny Boyer misses the shot. Lewis goes up again. They miss again. And off of Chazy, 3 layups underneath. Chazy is having a hard time underneath making their short shots. Again, this happened to him down in Elizabethtown. When you're in the paint, you got to make those buckets. But E-Town comes down with number 10, Huddig with the ball. He goes left side to Ratliff. Ratliff looking to penetrate, pushes it back out to Huddig over to Hume. Hume has a nice shot, and Hume nails a 2-pointer, it looks like. It's 42-24, 18-point lead. Out to Goodwin. Goodwin with the ball. Gives it up to Lewis. Lewis out to Goodwin, off his hands, over to Evan Green. Green misses. And rebound by number 11, Mowry. Mowry gliding up the court, slows it up back to Hume. Over to Huddig, over to Ratliff, I should say. Ratliff pushes it back to Huddig. Huddig looking to penetrate. He's blocked by Kenny Boyer, but Mowry's there to pick it up. Mowry goes over to Hume. Hume moving the ball around, 16 on the shot clock. Ratliff over to Huddig. Huddig shoots, he misses. Rebound, Evan Green. Ball's knocked away, picked up by Andy Goodwin, over to Lewis. Lewis coming down. Try to push it to Kenny Boyer. And McKinley hands up with it. And we have players down right now on both sides. And they're calling for the coaches. Okay, we're back to the action with Huddig getting the ball over to Hume. It's an 18-point Elizabethtown lead. Chazy's goal was to get it under 10. It does not look like it will happen here in the 3rd quarter. They got it down to 15, but E-Town's been playing very tough, and Hume with the ball down over to Plank. Plank with the ball, pushes it back to Hume. Hume looking to make the move. Over to Mowry. Maury has it knocked away. Plank takes the shot. He misses. Rebound Lewis. Lewis with the ball. Lewis for the arc, and he goes all the way. And Plank is down. Hurt. Plank got hurt in the play. Ratliff is back out. It's getting a little physical out there. E-Town with a 16-point lead. Ratliff with the ball. Ratliff calling the play. Gives it up to Huddig. Huddig looks right side. He goes left over to Ratliff. Ratliff is double teamed over to McKinley. Out to Hume. Hume with the shot. He misses. And rebound, foul called on Maury going over the top. And a technical, it looks like. Double foul on Maury. And the Chazy fans get into it. Lewis will get 2 shots. He makes the first one. It's 42-27. He misses the second one. It'll be Chazy ball taken out on the sideline. Goodwin will take the ball out for Chazy. Ball goes over to Trombley. Pushes it out to Goodwin. Back to Trombley. Over to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair has the ball. Tries to push it out. Stolen by Hume. Sends the overhead pass. Off Corey Lewis's hands. And it will go back to E-Town. It will be Huddig taking the ball out for Elizabethtown with a 42-27 lead with 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Maury with the ball looking to penetrate. He does. Pushes it back out. 25 on the shot clock. E-Town could take the last shot here. Huddig with the ball. Being double teamed, pushes it out over to Ratliff. Ratliff pushes it in, stolen by Andy Goodwin. Out to Corey Lewis. Lewis looking to make the move. Kenny Blair. Chazy misses another opportunity. Inside shot. Third quarter comes to an end. And it's a 15-point Elizabethtown lead. 42-27. It would take a very strong and upset-minded Chazy to win this in the fourth quarter. They're down by 15. But anything can happen, and we'll find out in just a moment. We're back to start the fourth quarter. The arrow points in E-Town's favor. So it'll be Huddig taking the ball out over to Ratliff. E-Town with a 15-point lead. I'd say it looks pretty good with them to hang on to their perfect record in league play. But we have 8 minutes to play, and we'll see what happens. Hume with the ball right now. Goes inside McKinley to Plank. Hume inside of McKinley. Trombley steals the ball. Gives it up to Lewis. Lewis with the ball being guarded very closely by number 5, Plank. Trombley looking to set the pick. Ball goes over to Trombley. Inside to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair looking to make the move. Blair makes the move, misses the shot. Another inside shot for Chazy. They have missed a ton of shots tonight in the paint. And it is Ratliff with the ball. He goes over to Hume. Hume back to Ratliff. He goes back to the center of the court over to, it looks like Huddig. And it's nothing but net. And you know it's a perfect shot when the net spins up on top of the on the rim. And Coach Guerin wants a timeout. Elizabethtown has an 18-point lead, 45-27. We're back from the timeout from Coach Guerin. It is Goodwin over to Lewis. Evan Green back into the game. Trombley out of the game. Lewis with the ball. Being guarded by Plank. They're into a man-to-man defense. And the foul on number 4, Ratliff. Goodwin with the ball. Bounce it over to Lewis. Lewis over to Evan Green. Over to Joey Bradley. Bradley with the ball. Back to Green. Green over to Lewis. Lewis with the ball. Being guarded by Plank. Picked by Bradley. Inside to Evan Green. Green inside misses it. Andy Goodwin misses. And again, Chazy misses a wonderful opportunity underneath. They just cannot buy a basket underneath. If Chazy made half of those buckets, they'd be in the game tonight, but they're down by 18. It's just one of those nights. Very cold inside shooting from Chazy. Ratliff over with the ball, gives it over to Huddig. Huddig back to Plank. Plank looks left side. He does go left side over to Ratliff. Ratliff being guarded by Lewis. Ratliff looking to penetrate. Out to Plank. Over to Huddig. He misses. Rebound Goodwin. Goodwin with the ball. Outside to Lewis. Lewis with the ball. Being guarded by Plank. Very closely by Plank. Picked by Kenny Blair. Over to Evan Green. Green back to Lewis. And foul by Plank. And we're in a one-on-one situation. Corey Lewis will go to the line, one-on-one. He makes the first one. It's 45-28. Lewis makes the second one, 45-29. Hume with the ball over to Ratliff. Ratliff being guarded by Lewis. Ratliff has some good speed. He's going end to end. Ratliff goes end to end. There's McKinley. Big guy underneath for E-Town. Grabs the rebound, slows it up, gets it out over to Huddig. Huddig will slow things down. 28 on the shot clock. Plank over to Huddig, all the way over to Ratliff. Ratliff looks over, goes baseline over to Hume. Hume hits side of the rim or the backboard. Lewis all the way. Lewis misses the end-to-end play all the way up to McKinley. And McKinley, nice play by Ratliff to McKinley. And it's 47-29 Elizabethtown. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Chazy ball. Lewis with the ball. Looking to drive. Pushes it out to Goodwin. Over to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair inside. Kenny Blair misses inside and rebound Elizabethtown. Ratliff with the ball. Pushes a bullet over to Hume. Hume in the paint. A wild shot. Rebound by Andy Goodwin. Over to Lewis. Lewis all the way up to Evan Green. Green will take the shot. He's short. Who comes up with it? But Plank for Elizabethtown. He slows it up over to Huddig. Huddig back to Ratliff. We're approaching the 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Elizabethtown with a very comfortable 18-point lead, 47-29. The big quarter was the first quarter where Elizabethtown was on a tear and they scored 25 points in the first quarter. Since then they've only scored 22, but the first quarter has been the Achilles heel for Chazy. And a foul called on McKinley. And Joey Bradley will go to the line for a one-on-one. Bradley makes the first shot. It's 47-30. Misses the second, and rebound by Huddig. He pushes it all the way over to Ratliff, and Ratliff will take it up for Elizabethtown. We are now approaching the 4-minute mark. 17-point Elizabethtown lead. Ratliff being guarded by Green. Right now it's Plank back over to Huddig. Huddig's taking his time. The clock is definitely in Elizabethtown's favor. McKinley gets it back to Plank. Plank over to Ratliff. Ratliff pushing it out to Hume. Hume has got the open look. Inside to Joey Bradley. Nice pass. And it's 47-32. The lead's cut to 15. Huddig gets the roll, and it's 49-32 Elizabethtown. Lewis with the ball. Timeout, Guerin. Lewis has the ball. We're 3 minutes and 9 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Lewis with the ball. Lewis pushes it over to Goodwin. Goodwin looking to make a move. Out to Green. Green to Kenny Blair. Kenny Blair pushes it out to Lewis. Lewis with the ball being double teamed. Out to inside Joey Bradley. Bradley making the move. Joey Bradley, nice move. They're going to press now. They're down by 15. Hume with the ball. There's pressure from Chazy. And a foul called on Kenny Blair for reach it in. Huddig will take the ball out over to Ratliff. Ratliff over to Huddig. Ratliff tries to go inside. Nice play from Ratliff to Garrett Hume. Hume was way wide on the baseline, came underneath on a beautiful pass. It's 51-34. Inside to Evan Green. Nice pass from Lewis to Evan Green. 51-36. Ratliff with the ball. Over to Hume. Hume back to Ratliff. Ratliff goes all the way to Huddig. Huddig back to Ratliff. Ratliff goes inside to McKinley, back to Huddig, working the shot clock down. And Lewis called for the reach it in foul. That's either number 4 or 5 on Lewis. And Coach Guerin is clearing the bench. Coach Guerin has conceded this game here with 1:50 to go. It's 51-36 Elizabethtown. And Elizabethtown is calling for a timeout, and they do. And we're back from the timeout, 1:50 to go. E-Town's ball, number 21, Whiteman, first time into the game. Gets it over to 4, Ratliff. Ratliff being guarded by Valigi. Ratliff making the move, looking to go all the way. He does, and he's fouled by Trombley, and he'll go to the line after making the bucket. It's 53-36. And Ratliff makes the second one. And it's 54-36. Trombley over to Osher. Over to Sweeney, back to Osher. Osher misses, rebound Reynolds. Reynolds goes up, he misses. Rebound Sweeney. Sweeney goes up, he makes the bucket, and he's fouled. Paul Sweeney will go to the line. Sweeney gets a three-point play. It's 54-39. Elizabethtown over to number 25. That would be Mitchell. Looking to double team, knocked away. Valigi whistled the ball. He takes it in. It's 54-41, 1:17. Trombley guarding. Plank with the ball. Valigi called for the foul. And Elizabethtown calls a timeout. It's 54-41 with 1:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. And it's Whiteman, or Mitchell with the ball. He gets it out to Whiteman. Whiteman called for a foul by Reynolds. Now we're in a 1-on-1. Chazy's got to hope that E-Town misses this first free throw so they can grab the rebound. We have 1:07 here. It's 54-41 Elizabethtown. Whiteman misses. Rebound Reynolds. Reynolds over to Valigi. Valigi with the ball. Gives it up over to Osher. Osher to Sweeney. Sweeney with the ball. Back to Osher. Osher takes it. He misses. Rebound Valigi. Trombley with it. Back to Valigi. Valigi lets the shot go. Inside to Reynolds. And Reynolds reverse layup. It's 54-43. Ball goes over to Plank. Plank. And he's fouled by Osher. It's an 11-point. This is the closest Chazy's been in a while. 54-43, 40.4 seconds. Again, if E-Town can miss, Chazy grabs the rebound. They got to get it down quick for a three-pointer. Misses, rebound, and off the hands of Sweeney. Ball over to E-Town. Plank with the ball. Plank being guarded. And that would be a carry. Ball will go back to Chazy. Valigi with the ball out to Osher. Osher's got to take the shot. Osher should have taken the shot there, but he tried to hit Sweeney going underneath. Chazy putting their pressure on. Inside the Plank. Ball over to Osher. Osher goes in for the bucket. It's 54-45. Chazy looking to make it interesting. And Reynolds fouls Plank. Chazy's cut the lead to 9. It's been a wild last minute and a half here. Plank will go to the line for a 1-on-1. Plank misses. Rebound goes to. Good hustle by Plank, but it's called out. Chazy coming down, 11 seconds. Here comes Osher. Osher over to Sweeney. Sweeney posts up. He misses. And the ball will go to Elizabethtown, 5.1 seconds. Elizabethtown comes into Chazy and they win a big one, 54-45. The first quarter was the Achilles heel for Chazy. They were outscored 25-6 in the first quarter. Since that time, Chazy's did well, I should say. They outscored them 39-29. But the big quarter was the first quarter. Elizabethtown still stays undefeated. They will have the first seeding come playoffs. Talking to Coach Guerin before the game, Chazy can do no worse than the second seeding. So again, this had no ramifications for the title or for the seedings in the playoffs. But E-Town has beat Chazy twice this year. Definitely a big confidence factor going into the game in the playoffs. And as Sam would like to say, that's the way it was on February 7th, 2007 in beautiful downtown Chazy.